my 10-year, oh, hold on. There we go. I celebrated my 10-year Plexus anniversary. And so I jumped into Plexus. I had a friend, she was posting on Facebook. You guys, I had not talked to this friend in like 10 years. And I saw her sharing on Facebook, and I reached out to her about the products. And guess what her reply was to me? She said, "Girl, I hope these products aren't for you. You look amazing." Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Have you ever heard the saying that like you can't ever say the wrong thing to the right person? Have you guys ever heard that saying before? I mean, I don't know that I fully believe that, because I think we have to like get better and improve our skill set on this journey. We can't like fall back on that. But in this case, it was so true, because she didn't know what I was dealing with from the outside looking in. Maybe she would think like, okay, Melissa's healthy. At the time I was running a lot and working out at the YMCA. But what she didn't know is I was doing that to counterbalance my, like eating Cheetos and donuts and drinking Diet Dr. Peppers. And I wasn't really living a healthy lifestyle. And so I got you, Jana.
Okay. I'm gonna mute all, and then you'll have to unmute. It's not letting me mute everybody individually.
No worries. Give me just. Okay, I think you have everyone muted. Okay, so I was in a place where I just had kind of hit a wall. And so I was really interested in just starting with the products, but we were also living paycheck to paycheck. We were like your typical American family. And so I saw that there was a compensation plan attached to these products. And I thought, you know what, if I can get my products paid for, then I'm going to try that, because I really want to commit to this. So it started out, my vision was pretty small. I actually posted on Facebook like the day that I ordered, because I was like, if I can just get a few people to do this with me, then I can maybe earn enough to continue doing this for months to come. And really the rest is history. I had people asking me questions, and then I started digging into the compensation plan, and I thought, oh man, my biggest dream is like $1,000. If I could just make $1,000 a month. I was a school teacher. I taught at a small private school. If I wanted to make more money, then I had to trade my time for money, meaning I had to stay after school and tutor kids. And I was already giving the best of me to other people's kids. At the time, my kiddos were 7 and 4. And I didn't want to keep doing that. I didn't want to spend the day pouring into other people's kids and then, spend an hour or two after school for an extra $40 tutoring. And so I thought, man, if I could make an extra $1,000, like we would be sitting pretty, like that would change everything for our family. And quickly, like after my first paycheck that I made my very first month, that is when I like really dug into the compensation plan and realized, wow, $1,000. If that is me dreaming big, like I've got to dream way, way, way bigger than that, than just $1,000. And so I did. I allowed myself to dream even bigger. And in 7 months, hit the rank of Emerald. I was like all in, all out. And I want to talk to you guys about that tonight. In 12 months, I was able to like replace not only my income, but my husband's income as well. Again, it was like very intentional. I had a high level of commitment to that. Today, I have over 30 jewels on my team, and 7 of those jewels are people that I have personally enrolled and sponsored. Now, some of those jewels have hit that rank like really quickly, like I did. And others, it took them years and years and years and years to hit that rank. It's not a race. It's not a race. And so I don't want you guys to even like think that it is at all. But there does come a point where you have to determine like, if what I'm going for in this business, if what I'm wanting and desiring for my family is freedom, like the time freedom and the financial freedom, and you want to become an emerald, meaning you're getting really close to that 6-figure income, you're earning your Plexus Lexus, you're driving that, you're going on the Emerald Extravaganza trips, you're dipping into those pay pools. Like, if that is what you want out of this business, then there comes a point where you really have to draw a line in the sand and change what you're doing. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about this evening. I really, really want to know, and I'd love to hear from every single one of you in the chat. I want to know, what is your vision for yourself in this business? Like, if you allowed yourself to dream as big as you could possibly dream, what is it? And I want you guys to tell me that in the form of, because listen, I know you are on a very, very, very heart-centered team, right? So I'm going to go with the assumption that when you guys hear me talk about like income, and you hear me talking about ranking up, that you get to know my heart. And my heart is always like, when we get money into women's hands that like love the Lord and that love to serve and help others, that is totally what this is about. But I want to give you guys, like, I want to really motivate you to dream big and do something with that dream. So in the chat, I want you to tell me, what is the biggest dream that you have for yourself? And I want you to tell me that in either a rank that you're going for, or I want you to tell me that in a dollar amount, a monthly dollar amount. Okay, so I want to see that in the chat. Okay, Karen is diamond. We have emerald, diamond. Okay. Amy, hello, let's go. I'm gonna race you there, okay? That's what I want to see. Heck yes. Okay, Ashley is like saying double diamond, emerald, diamond. My dream is to have the time freedom, okay? To get to diamond, emerald, $10,000 a month, double diamond. Okay, Jana, I hope you're like jotting this down so that you can see, like, so that when y'all are training and when you guys are doing accountability, because listen, okay, if I am on a call with a bunch of people that are telling me that they want to be emeralds and diamonds and that they want to be making $10,000 a month, if I'm on a call and that is my audience, then I'm gonna like really, really talk to you. Okay. And I'm gonna really, really challenge you tonight. I love who just said, if I knew I couldn't fail, diamond. Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that and I want to come back to that one. Okay. But let me ask you this. What is it that you must do in order to get to diamond? What do you have to do? Like, what is the non-negotiable thing that you have to do? Not quit, fail forward, reach out, work. Please tell me. Commit, keep going, consistency. Love all this. Have 1 million conversations. Go for no's, silence the fears. This is so good. This is so, so good. Okay. Here's the deal. So often, we think that there is a secret to reaching the goal, but I want to show you guys that I want to tell you guys the mindset of believing that there's some like magic verbiage, right? Or there's some like secret out there that Melissa has, that Jana has, that all these diamonds, like, you're thinking there's something that they know that I don't know, and that's why they are where they are. And I want you guys to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, there are no secrets to reaching your goal in this business. No secrets. if your mind, if your brain believes that, then what your brain is going to constantly do is it's going to fall back on this belief, like, I don't have the secret. I don't know the secret. And so that's why you're not reaching your goals. That's why you're not ranking up. That's why you're not bringing in business builders, right? I mean, but if you had the secret, then you would totally get there. But since you don't have the secret, you remain stuck. And this is 100% a cop out. Okay. It is a cop out. There is no secret. So you guys know what you need to do to be successful. It's just your willingness to do that thing, and your consistency in doing that thing. Okay. Now, when I say that thing, a few of you in the comments, you were getting there. Okay. You were getting there. But if I'm telling you there is no secret and there is something that you must do to hit the rank of emerald, sapphire, ultimately diamond, what is that thing? If you had to identify, this is my daily, be as specific as possible. This is my daily activity that I have to do to reach this goal. What is that thing? Okay. Okay. Talking to people. Awesome. Reaching out. Yes. Ask. Can you reach out? New conversations. Never give up. Okay. When you're that is the thing. Okay. Now be more specific. What are you reaching out to people about? The business. Now, y'all told me you want to be earning $10,000 a month, and I'm on a call, and every one of you said that you want to be emerald or beyond. Can you do that alone? Do you want to take the slowest, most painful, most dreadful route to emerald and beyond? Or do you want to put your foot on the gas pedal and do you want to reach your goals as quickly as possible? Do we want to do slow and painful, or do we want to do like fast and furious? Okay. And my belief is that you can do fast and furious. You can do that with balance. 100%. You can do that without sacrificing your family. If you're working full time, you can do that without compromising your integrity and not giving everything to your full-time job. I believe that beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can do that. Okay. But the slow and dreadfully, this dreadfully slow and painful way to achieve your goals is to do all the reach outs all the time about the products and to just post about the products. Because here's the deal, you guys, I'm going to shoot you so straight. And guess what? It is, if you get off this call and you're like, oh, I don't like it, that's not for me, I'm totally fine with that. Okay. Because I am such a, I'm just going to really challenge you. And if you just take one little thing, it's okay. I'm going to tell you, I love our products. Our products are changing lives. Our products are a no-brainer. You need to understand our products. You need to get to the root of what people's symptoms are, what it is that they want from our products. You want to help meet their needs. It is your job, your job, to get people on these products and to support them on their product journey. But if you think that you're going to be able to build an emerald team by just talking to people about the products, I'm here to tell you it is possible. It is possible. It has been done, but it is the slow, painful road. And if I had to guess, Will y'all tell me in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you with sharing with others about the product? On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you? Okay. 9s and 10s, like 8s and above. Like most of us, we've got that down. We know how to help people. We know how to support people. Okay, let me take it to the business now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you in sharing the business? Okay, we're kind of more all over the board here. Okay, so this is what I notice. This is what I notice. I notice that there are 3 places where people get into their heads and they stop themselves from doing the activity that they need to do. Okay, so the first thing is we have to know how to do an ask. Okay, so we have to know how to ask someone to take a look at our opportunity. So I want to know, again, sorry, I wasn't planning on doing all the numbers in the chat, but this just helps me a lot. How confident are you in the ask? How confident are you in the ask? You're asking someone to take a look at your opportunity. Okay. All right. Here's the deal. If you are not a 10 in the ask, you've got to get yourself to a 10 in the ask, like in the next 48 hours. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Okay. You have to be comfortable doing that. Because here's the thing, if you are not at a 10 with the ask, then what is going to happen is you're not going to talk to people about the business because you're not confident, right? Now, the next one is, okay, what if I'm real confident in my ask and I get that down and I'm messaging Julie and I'm asking her to take a look at Plexus and I'm telling her why. And then Julie comes back and she's like, actually, I have been watching you. I have been thinking about what you're doing. I am interested in hearing more. Then what? Okay, so here's the deal. Some of you will not do the ask because you are so freaking scared to death that someone's gonna say yes. Tell me about the business. And you're scared to death. Because if they say yes, you have no idea what to do, right? So if someone said yes to this opportunity, then I want you guys to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in sharing this opportunity with them? My Siri doesn't have an answer for that on my watch. She just went off. Okay. Okay, interesting. So Jana, what I'd be doing is I'd be jotting down the 10s. Like I'm seeing Ashley, Lynn, they're a 10, Karen, they're a 10. Like they're doing our next team training. Because they're gonna train the team on when someone says yes, they want to know more about this business, then how are you gonna tell, what are you gonna tell them? But some of you will never do the ask because you're not confident in the ask. And even if you get confident in the ask, you know what else I've seen happen, you guys? Someone will come back because you're like working on that. You have 48 hours from now, you're going to know how to do an ask and you're going to feel so confident. You're going to feel so good about it, right? And then you're going to do the ask and someone's going to reply to you and you are never going to open the message, or you're going to open the message 10 days later, or you're going to avoid it, right? Because you don't know what the next step is. Okay. And then finally, and say we get our ask down and we know exactly what to say to someone if they are interested in this business. Okay. The third stopping place is they're like, okay, so I talked to Julie, I made the ask, She's like, actually, I am kind of interested. And I say, okay, Julie, well, let's chat. I want to tell you about what I do. We schedule a time, we have a conversation, and then she's like, you know what? I'm in. I'm going to do this. And now I've got to onboard Julie. I have to bring her into this business, and I have to know how to lead her and get her started. Yes? And if I don't know what to do with her, I'm not ever even going to do the ask. I'm not ever going to do the ask. So you have to have these 3 systems in place and nailed down. And to be honest, unless you guys are like a system, psycho, crazy, awesome team, like, which even my team is like, I don't give them like solid systems for this because it's so personal. It looks just I have like outlines and stuff, but for the most part, it's you're getting in there with the person, and it's so personal. Okay. Now, when I say like onboarding system, okay, listen, you'll never do anything if you think you need some fancy board for onboarding, or you need some file on the team page, okay? And you're gonna tell yourself, you're gonna be like, well, there's a secret to onboarding, or you're gonna be like, there's something I don't know, or you're gonna be so afraid to like mess it up that, and I'm gonna tell you this, you know how to onboard someone. I don't care if you're a silver ambassador. Like, you know, you're on this call. If you're on this call, you know what to do with someone when they say yes. You know the things that they need to do for you to give them a strong start, right? Like, you're going to help them make a post on social media. You're going to help them reach out to 5 of their closest friends. You're going to start plugging them into team things so that they can get to know the culture. Like, there's no secret. There's nothing that Melissa Eickenhorst team is doing that this team is not. But here's the kicker. Okay. If we know, because here's the deal. You can either go the dreadfully slow route to reaching your goals, which is going to be, you're just going to be sharing about the products. And you know what, y'all? Some of you are like, I'm listening to her. I'm actually okay sharing about the products. I'm actually okay with that. And I'm going to stick with my $300 paycheck a month. Okay. Because over here is so outside of my comfort zone that I'm just not going there. Okay. I hope you will. I hope that you will chase that big dream that you have for yourself. I hope that you will be willing to fail forward. I could do a whole training on failing forward. That's actually my favorite training that I do, is on failing forward. And maybe, Janet, maybe I have that recorded somewhere, and I would love to share that with you, to share with the team. But you can either go that slow route, or you can allow yourself to really dream big and push outside of that comfort zone, learn some new skills, grow, expand your impact. You're going to reach more people. So I'm going to ask you guys, what is, if you want to be an emerald or beyond, what is the #1 thing that you have to do daily? I would say 5 days a week, in order to do that, in order to hit that goal on the fast track, to do it in the most efficient way possible, that is going to get you some momentum, that's going to see those points going forward. Tell me in the chat, what is the #1 thing that you have to do every day? Julie, what are we asking? Business. Yes, perfect. It is talking about the business. Now, here's the deal. Most people will just do the things that they need to do. That is the thing. Like, what it's gonna be for some of you guys so scary and so out of your comfort zone that you're gonna do other things. You're gonna distract yourself. You're gonna be like, doing a business ask is scary for me, and I don't want to feel fear, but I want to feel accomplished. So you're going to organize your your office or your desk, right? And now you've avoided fear and you feel so good about yourself because you get to check something off the box, like off your list, right? Or you're like, I need to do these business asks, but I'm so nervous. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to go fold laundry. Because you're so nervous to do the business ask, what you're doing is you're avoiding the feeling of being nervous. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to go fold the laundry and you're going to be like, but I did like, and then you're going to feel temporarily good about yourself, right? What are the things that you do in order to avoid the thing that matters most? What do you do? Maybe you like open and close the refrigerator 5 times and you're like, I'm gonna go stack on something. It's gonna make me, you're avoiding a feeling, right? And then you go and do something else so that you don't have to feel that thing over there. Okay, clean, laundry. Maybe some people will actually work. Like you'll actually like go follow up with customers, right? And you're like, I worked my business today. Or you'll go post on social and you're like, I feel so accomplished now. Now I didn't do the main thing, but something, right? So then my question for you is, did you do the thing that matters the most first? The thing that is going to actually help you reach your goals? Because you guys, most people are going to do the things that they need to do occasionally. And I want to tell you, the people that are doing the thing, that are ranking up, the people that are reaching their goals, they do them daily, consistently. You cannot just do the things when you feel like it or when the inspiration comes. It's what you do on the days that you are not inspired. And that takes courage, and that takes perseverance, and that takes grit to do what you need to do, not just sometimes, all the dang time. Okay? This is what separates me from you. This is why when I jumped into this business, this is why I have developed 6 level 1s. One of them is my husband, and under him, I have another level 1 jewel. 7 direct people to me that have ranked up to Emerald and beyond. Do y'all think I did that by talking to them about the pink drink? Like, just, you're gonna love your product so much, and I'm here to support you every step of the way, and I'm gonna send you a frother, and you're gonna get thank you notes, and like all the things. Do y'all think I was just talking to them about their gut health and their health goals? No, absolutely not. Any network marketing industry leader that you talk to is going to tell you, you lead with the business and you fall back on the products. I can't tell you how many more product users I have because I was leading with the business, and y'all, people don't want to tell you no twice. Okay? They don't want to tell you no. So if they're like, I'm really not interested in the business. I just can't see myself doing that. I know it's not a fit for me. No problem. Okay, fine. That's totally fine. No problem. But that's when we start to have a product conversation. So you guys don't have to have like your pedal to the metal all in every day. In fact, like what I train in Limitless Life and our high performance coaching, it is not about doing more. It's not about more. You don't have to be an Instagram influencer. You don't have to be a gut health expert. Like, you don't have to do any of that. It is not about adding more to your plate. It's actually about doing more of the one thing that matters, the one thing that matters. And you stop doing everything else to avoid doing the one thing. You figure out what's the one thing that matters most. Then you literally get, this is my visual image. This is what I want you to think about. You literally take a tank of gasoline and you pour gasoline on that one thing, and you do that more and you get better at it and you fail at it and you learn new skills and you fall flat on your face and you get no, 30 times until you get to 31 and you get a yes, right? I asked my girls this last week, I was like, if you knew that if you shared this business opportunity with 25 people and one of them was a future diamond, if you knew, like, okay, 25 people, but one of them is a diamond, how would that change your activity? How would you go out there and make 25 business asks? If you were, listen, if I guaranteed you, if you go talk to 25 people about this business, one of them is a diamond, what does your activity look like tomorrow? Yeah, Karen's like, I do 25 in a day. I'd be like, what? Okay. What if I told you it's 50? Like, what if it was a 1 in 50 shot? Like, one of these people, it is not 25 anymore. The number is not 25. Now it's 50. What does your activity look like? Are you still all in? You have to talk to 50 people about this business, but one of them is a diamond. Are you still all in? Karen's still all in. Like a diamond. You guys, you sponsor a diamond. That means that person has 4,500 points. That means you have over 4,500 pay points. All in, right? What about 100? Like 200? Like, what's your number where you'd be like, meh, it's not worth it? It really is like the numbers, it's the odds. And here's the crazy thing is if you have a business conversation with 50 people, like maybe none of them say yes. None of them are interested, but you have 50 people watching you closer. You've now planted the seed with 50 people. So one of them, as they're coming up on retirement and they're getting scared to death, they're thinking of your opportunity. One of them, 4 years from now, when they're putting their kids through college, they're thinking of you. The other one, 18 months from now, when they're pregnant and thinking about having to put their baby in daycare, they're thinking about you. You should be planting these business seeds every single day. And it's not like, it's not do more. It's doing more of what matters most. And the fact of the matter is, most people will not have the discipline to do it. This takes courage. This takes grit. It takes perseverance. But what happens is people get routine fatigue. They get tired of doing and saying the same things over and over again. They do it 7 times and no one says yes. And they think, well, it just doesn't work. It's not working for me. I've asked 7 people and I don't have a yes yet. So it's not working. But let me tell you what discipline is. Discipline is doing the thing when you don't feel like it, when you're tired or fatigued. I watched this reel today. I just watched the very beginning part of it. And it was like, when you're winning, like when you're in moment, like when you're doing the thing, when you're on your way to Emerald, it is not pretty. It ain't pretty. Like, it's not, it's a grind. Like when you're reaching your goals, it feels like work. It feels lonely. It can feel like the finish line is so far away, but eventually it's the person that can do it over and over again that separates themselves. And I'm not saying make 100 new contacts a day. It's not about that. I'm not saying go reach out to 100 people tomorrow about the business. Like most of you just need to start talking to people about the business, period. Confession time. Is that anyone on this call? Anyone? Anybody else? Anybody else want to confess that they are not having business conversations? Do we have a call full of people that want to be diamonds that are not talking to people about the opportunity? Do you realize that if you want to grow a business, you must talk to people about the business. Okay. So it is about you guys doing these things consistently, managing your energy, being passionate as you are working towards your goal. It's not the routine stuff. You got to do that anyway. You got to check your perks. You got to check in with your customers. It's the needle moving activity, the hard and difficult things. And it's doing that thing first in your day, like making that a habit that you do the hard thing first. And in high performance, we call that our number one output that matters. Like, what is that number one output that matters? And it's not like, not for a hot second, because you had a training from Melissa and you're like on fire, sending some business reach outs, right? No, day in and day out, because you built the habit and because you're growing and you're becoming a more disciplined person. Okay. And then I'll wrap up. I don't even know how long I was supposed to be doing this call. Was it 15 minutes? If it was 15 minutes, I'm so sorry, Jana.
No, we normally, honestly, most weeks we're on here for an hour. You're totally good.
Oh, okay. Then I totally have more to say, but I don't want to overstay. So, but I would like to pause here for a moment. And I want to I want to see if you guys have any questions. Okay. Janelle, you don't talk about the business because you're not making any money. Where's Janelle? Hi, Janelle. I see you. Okay. Well, unmute for a second.
All right, I'm here.
Hey, girl. How are
I am
you?
on the slow road. It took me 8 years to go gold, and I did that a year ago. But I currently make like about $150 a month.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
I'm
What do you do
hurting.
with that $150 a month?
What I do with it?
Yeah.
Order my products.
Okay, awesome. And how have these products changed your life? Why do you love them so much?
Well, it helps me keep my diverticulitis flare-ups at bay with the probiotic, my allergies, more energy, things like that that have really helped me over the years. So
Wow, I have heard some, I think some of the most moving testimonials are from women who struggle with like diverticulitis.
yeah.
Like women that it's like actually getting your quality of life back, maybe, is what I from a lot of people. So I would say that's pretty life-changing. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you feel like that's pretty life-changing?
Yes, and that's more of a recent thing over the last 6 years, but I've been with Plexus a little over 9.
Okay. So basically what you're saying in summary is that you make $150 a month, and that $150 a month is so that you can buy these products that are life-changing. So essentially, you're making life-changing money with Plexus. Is that fair?
I like your spin. Yeah.
So what I want to show you is there anyone else that has a reason why they don't share the business? Because Janelle, thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for speaking up. I hear this all the time. I feel like I'm not making enough money to share about the business. Well, friend, you will never get to the point where you feel like you are making enough money to share about the business if you're not sharing about the business. Do you see the catch-20? Like, do you see, like, you're like, well, I can't share about the business because I don't make enough money. But I don't make enough money, so I can't share about the business. See how you've got yourself in a tight spot here? So all that is a false belief. Like, you just believe that it's true. And then that makes you feel like when you tell yourself, I don't make enough money, so I can't share the business with people. Like, how does that make you feel? I'm genuinely asking. I'm curious.
Yeah. It makes me feel like I'm a fraud if I like, hey, come join me because I'm making nothing, you know? So that's like what's in me. And then I'm also to those points of, oh crap, they did say yes. Now what? So
Okay. I want to stick on this piece where you feel like a fraud. Okay. Because I saw Sue said exactly other people. Yep. Okay. Let me tell you, Janelle, you are choosing the thought, I do not make enough money, so I cannot share this business with people. Okay. When you choose that thought, you are feeling like a fraud. So when you go to sit down to work your plexus business, you are going to avoid doing the number one thing that you need to do to grow your business, because who wants to feel like a fraud? I don't want to feel like a fraud, right? So when you're sitting down and you see someone who comes across your social, or you're out and about, let's just use the example of like a new mama who is desperate to stay at home with her baby. And you're thinking in your head, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I want to share Plexus with her so bad. Plexus could really help her. I'd love to have her on my team. Is a fraud gonna share Plexus in that moment? Mm-mm. So if you're choosing that thought and you're feeling like a fraud, then I'm making the assumption, because you said so in the chat, that you are not sharing about this business, which is resulting in what happening? You not having any business builders. So here's the thing. You're making life-changing money with Plexus because it's paying for your products every month that have changed your life. Do you know, in order for me to have made $150, I would have had to tutor for 4 hours as a teacher. That would have been a student Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday through Thursday, for me to have made that much money a week. I think sometimes, go ahead.
I'm a part-time special ed EA, so I get it. I work in the schools.
Yeah. And I think sometimes we just need perspective. But Janelle, what I want for you, like, I want you to take whatever reason that your brain is saying, and she's like, well, that sounds good and great for her, but again, she has some secret. Like, of course she's sharing about the business. She's a diamond ambassador. Y'all, I was sharing about the business. Like, I'm saying, my first month, second month, I was literally a silver ambassador, and I was having people over to my house sharing Plexus with them. The opportunity. I was standing in front of them with a flip chart. Like, I'd made note cards, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I hope what I'm saying is true. All I know is I'm going to the top and I'm wondering, are y'all going with me? Like, I didn't actually say that, but that was kind of my posture, you know, was like, I'm creating a movement. We're doing this thing. Are you coming? We're going to help lots of people along the way. I was basically talking like a diamond ambassador when I knew nothing. And that confidence really goes really, really, really far. Okay. So I really, really want to challenge you to interrupt that thought. Every time when you see someone that needs this opportunity, or as you're doing, Janelle, as you're doing your daily business reach outs, your brain is going to tell you you're a fraud. You're not making enough money to do that. And you're going to have to interrupt that thought. Okay. And you're going to have to say, and this might not be the thought, I kind of gave this to you, but like, I'm making life-changing money. How does that thought feel? I'm asking, like, unmute and tell me, how does that thought make you feel?
That feels a lot better. Yeah. It's something that I don't think of it like that. Like, I actually did just have another flare up, but it's because I ran out of the probio because I'm not working right now because I had a surgery. So I didn't have the money to pay for it. You know, but so there again, if I had been on it, I wouldn't have probably had the flare up. So yes, it is life changing in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And that thought feels a lot better than, feeling like I'm faking it till I'm making it type of thing.
Yeah, we don't want that. Nobody wants to feel like a fraud or like they're faking anything. So like find your reality, hold that thought. So you said it feels a lot better, but like if you had to give it a word, like how would that thought make you feel? If tomorrow you woke up, you're like, I'm doing a business app, actually make life-changing money because these products are changing my life. And if you need to follow that with the next thought being, and maybe someone I talk to, $150 is life-changing for them too. Right? Maybe you kind of need that bridge thought, like to where you're, you got to believe it. So
It would give me more confidence, probably.
okay, now how does confident Janelle show up completely different for her business than Janelle that feels like a fraud? Do you see what we did there? So y'all, this whole time I was talking, if you were sitting there going, must be nice that Melissa makes diamond money and she can reach out to people about the business every day. Must be nice. Well, I was doing that when I was making $150. Okay. I was. That's how I got to diamond. So what is your reason or excuse that popped up into your head because you want to know that? Like you got to grab hold of that thought. You need to know what it is, and we got to handle that thought. We need to deal with that so that tomorrow you don't show up feeling like a fraud. Instead, you can show up feeling confident. Is that helpful? I hope that's helpful for you guys. Okay, I've not read any of this chat. Gianna, did you see any questions that you would want me to address? And then I do have another thought that I definitely want to wrap up with for sure.
There was a lot of comments, but I think Terry, I like Terry's question. I'm curious if you do a business ask in a cold message, or do you wait, build relationship, and then ask? Do you wait to do business ask once someone reaches out to you about Plexus?
Okay, so I wish I could find, I would never be able to find this in my messenger, I don't think. A few days ago, I had two people come across my feed. I'm trying to remember. I do so many asks. They were like, I didn't know who they were, but I was friends with them. And like, I looked and I'm like, there's no relation to Plexus anywhere. Like they'd never bought Plexus from me. They'd never bought Plexus from anyone else. But I had no idea who they were, just because that's how we kind of like grow our network sometimes or whatever. Like I'll friend all my mom's Facebook friends, right? Or something like that. Like I'll intentionally post a picture of me and my mom and tag my mom, and all of her friends that like or comment on the post, they immediately get a friend request from me. And then they don't think it's weird because they just liked or commented on my post. And I do the same thing with my mother-in-law, and I do the same thing. Like, so if I'm tagging a non-Plexus person in a post, I'm watching that post like a hawk, and any of their friends that like or comment, they're going to immediately get a friend request from me because there's that connection. It's like, well, they just liked or commented my post on my post. So it's not weird that now all of a sudden they're getting a message from me. So I have like random people that will like pop up, and I just immediately, so that to me would be like a cold message, right? They're in my feed somehow. They're connected somehow to me, but they've never reached out to me about Plexus or whatever. But as soon as I see a reason to reach out to them, I'm on the voice messenger. I'm on that voice messenger. Am I going into like Facebook groups and messaging like total complete strangers? I'm not. Like there's some sort of connection somehow, some way, like at least that person would be like, oh, well, I am friends with her on Facebook. You know what I mean? There would be, oh, this is a mutual friend that we have or whatever. But I am more of like a timing person. Like I want to wait until the time is right. If it's a cold contact, I'll try to get some sort of like ground to stand on with them before I just go at them with the business. That does not mean I'm not doing a business ask every single day. Like looking at my thousands and thousands and thousands of friends, trying to grow my network, connecting with people, making the connections, and literally, and it's voice messaging them and telling them like, this is why I think that you have the potential to do what I do. Have you ever thought about it before? Just get the conversation going. And y'all, I have no feeling, like, I don't care. Because this is what happens. You're scared to death. At first, I'd like sweat pits. I'd be so nervous. What are they going to think of me? Did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? I'd overthink it. I'd re-listen to my voice message 15 times. Like, it was like scary, right? So scary. But when you do the scary thing over and over again, all of a sudden one day you're like, this isn't scary at all. Like, and actually I'm pretty good at this. Okay. And then maybe you'll even get to where I am. I'm like, I literally don't care. I do not care. I don't care if they reply to me. I don't care. I don't care if they reply to me and they say, no, thank you. I don't care if they reply to me and they're like, don't ever message me again. Like, I don't care. Because my heart is good. My intentions are good. Like, I want to help as many people as possible. I want to help them make an income and an impact. And if I have to reach out to 250 people to get one person that says, yeah, tell me more, I am here for that. That's actually my job. I could be waking up at 6:30 in the morning. Well, gosh, I'd be waking up at like 5:30 in the morning to go teach school 40 hours a week and tutor after. That could be my job. That could be my job, and have to deal with like ARDs and 504s and parents and all the all the state testing and all the hard things, man. Like, that's hard. Like, that could be my job. I like this job so much better. I like it so much better. Okay, did I answer the question? I don't know that I did. I think maybe I did. Do you wait to do the business ask when someone reaches out to you about Plexus? Yeah, and then like if I'm talking to someone about the products, like if someone is talking, like they reach out to me or they comment on a product post or they reach out to me about a product, I do get them in as a VIP before I mention the business. So if they're reaching out to me or they're commenting on a product post or they're reaching out to me about the products, in that case, I'm getting them in the door as a VIP, and then I'll share with them about the business.
That's great, Melissa. I think you answered the question. I know several people mentioned that I think they're just nervous about it. They get nervous about it, but I love how you said, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And the more confidence you're going to feel at doing it. And so, that's with anything we do in life, right? Anything we do in life, the more we do it, the better we get at it. So, I think you definitely answered that question. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think you said you had something else you wanted to close this with.
Yeah, I'll just wrap up with just a little something for you guys to think about, because I think that it's the fear of doing something new and different. But here's the thing, you have to do something new and different if you want new and different results. Fair? Can we agree to that? Keep on doing what you're doing. And you can just like hope that you strike gold. It's gonna be so slow and painful. You can get there. You can. I believe that you can. I do. But if we work with intention and focus. So here's the thought that I want to leave you guys with. One of my favorite books is by John Maxwell, and it's called Failing Forward. So it's one of my favorite things to train on. And if you have not read the book Failing Forward, or Jana, like if you guys ever do book studies or if you don't do book studies, Failing Forward is one of my team's soundtracks, which is the second book that I recommend that you read, Soundtracks. If you haven't read that one, those two books are the books that have changed the trajectory of most of my team's businesses. Like the ones that have had breakthroughs, the ones that were maybe stuck at gold. It took them a while to get to gold, and then they were kind of stuck at gold. Like these are the books that help them break through to the next level. So in the book, Failing Forward, John Maxwell asks the question, if your perception and response to failure were changed, what would you attempt to achieve? Okay. So I want you to think about, I'm going to say that again. If your perception of and response to failure were changed, what would you attempt to achieve? And the reality is some of us have a really low failure tolerance, and we just give up too easy. And failure intolerance has the potential to cost you guys your dreams that you shared with me, that we have a team full of future emeralds here. And way too many people quit way too early on their dreams. And this is what when you get out there and when you do your business ask, he also says, one of the greatest problems that people have with failure is that they're too quick to judge isolated situations in their lives and label them as failures. Instead, you need to keep the bigger picture in mind. And you guys, this is so applicable in our business. Like, I'm such a big picture person, so this fits my personality so well, but some of us aren't. But tomorrow, when you do that business ask and you get ghosted, or someone's like, no thanks, not interested, your brain is gonna want to judge that isolated event as a failure. And it's not a failure. It's not. This business isn't for everyone. People are going to say no. Get comfortable with that. And it's okay. But I don't want that to stop you from the number one most important thing that you can be doing in your business every single day. And that is talking to people about this opportunity. It's a gift. I would challenge you to do some journaling about why this opportunity is a gift, so that when you are going to people and you are offering it to them, you're coming in with a confidence and a posture that is for them, so that you can serve them, so that you can help them, because what you have is a gift. And not from a place of like, I need this person so I can be a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, and spend some time, truly, spend some time journaling. Jana, go to your team page and do a post, okay? And say, if you were on tonight's call with Melissa, drop a screenshot of your journal entry about why this opportunity is a gift below. Okay? And you guys commit to doing that. And when you're sitting down and you're scared to death, you're going to read that. And that's going to help you have the confidence and the boldness to find the next person that's going to run in this business with you.
Thank you, Melissa. So good. I just was thinking when I was listening to you, one thing I love about you, and I love your trainings, is that you tell it to us straight, you give it to us straight, but we still love you afterwards. So I love that you have that ability to do that, because you do. It's such a gift, and I so appreciate it. And you know, I know last week we talked about this on our Limitless Life training, and you were talking about you have to take the emotion out of it. And after you do it for a while, I feel the same way. I'm fine. If someone tells me no, that's fine. Like, okay, great. We'll move on. Right. And so you do get to that point, and I think it just goes back to doing it over and over and asking over and over. And like Terry said, you have to take the emotion out. And I love what you just said about the isolated situations. You cannot take those isolated situations and label yourself as a failure because of one isolated situation. You have to always be looking at that big picture. And what is the big picture? So Thank you, Melissa. So good. We needed this. I know we have a team full of emeralds and sapphires and diamonds. I look at them every week and I see it in them and I know that it's there. And so I'm excited for it to become a reality for so many of them. I see it happening. I see the growth that is happening and it's exciting. So thank you so much. I'm going to close this in prayer and then we are going to hop off for tonight. So let's say a prayer real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for tonight. I thank you for Melissa just being willing to be with us tonight, to share her heart, to share her wisdom. And Lord, I just ask that you will help us to take this wisdom, Lord, and not just store it away somewhere, Lord, but that we will put it into action, that we will just honor and glorify you with the work that we do, with the way that we choose to work our businesses and to bless others and to make this opportunity available to other people. And what a gift it is when we are able to share that with other people. We thank you for who you are. We thank you for what you've done for us. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. We will be talking soon. Watch for that post on the team page. So you guys better go get to journaling. Bye, guys.